As you can see, on the first run it is only showing up 2 boards. The middle one is completely dead, so I have to do a little bit of diagnosis on fixing that. Now, on a little bit of speaking from the future here, I did a little bit of diagnosis and it was the middle cable that was faulty. I switched over the middle to the end cable with the end to the middle cable and it fired into life. And as you can now see, all 3 boards are running. What looked like a faulty cable, but it worked on the second board, so we are running at about 1800 watts at the minute, 614 to 644 each board, 9.2 voltage. And as you can see, well, it looks like about 11 o'clock last night, the power meter was going nuts. But I bought this miner from eBay. It was an AntMiner S9, 500 plus what I paid for it, including the power supply, which was a further 100 odds. Again, this one was bought as spares and repairs, as I knew what I was buying. If you're not sure what you're buying, please do not buy. This is not financial advice, but make sure you do your research before you do buy and get into this kind of stuff, as you could lose a lot of money very quickly. So my electric price is about 24 pence a kilowatt hour, which is getting more expensive because the price of materials is going stupid high. So from yesterday and the first day's kind of estimated payouts, 7523 of a Bitcoin, and today's estimated of 47. So we'll just, for argument's sake, we'll put this in and see what we can get. So 0.00007 of a Bitcoin. Let's see what that comes to. Bitcoin to GDP. And Bitcoin's having a bit of a bad day, as it's down quite significantly. But if I put minus that, pop in what we've got, £2.26. So it's actually not too bad. So after electricity, I'm probably looking at about 50 pence profit. That isn't too bad, given that it's already looking that it's going to jump up a bit again tonight from this one. Now, if I keep running at full pelt for say the next week, that's what I'm going to try and do, and then do a full video of the profits on this 2022 AntMiner S9, and to show you the profitability of it with running the new software on it. Now, if you log into your miner, again, this is my mining address, so 192.168.0.30, yours will be different. And again, I can't stress this enough, when you do log into your miner for the first time, your user and password will be root and root for user, root and password root. Now, change that instantly. So it used to be root, it's still saved under my finger biometric scanner. I have changed a new name and new password for it. So I cannot stress it enough to change it. If you look on your monitor for your S9, it will tell you if there's anything wrong with like the kernel log, and if there's any issues, it will tell you. CRC error, counter 0. I'm not sure it means anything. There's nothing saying it can't read. Looks to be pretty good. Now I have been running this as an auto tune, but I don't have it on just now. And my pool is f2pool.com, as I can either mine in Bitcoin or Bitcoin Cash. And this is to show after a good auto tune of the miner, everything is green or a little bit of yellow, and that's where I want the miner to be. And currently running 9.4 volts and 9.2 on 2 boards. So far, the miner software, Hive on pool, and then you click onto ASIC firmware from here. It's the exact same for Hive OS, so you can get this from the same panel. As you click on OS there, you can download the monitor on Mac, Windows or Linux. Now the ASIC firmware, because I have the S9, you click on the S9 and standard power supply unit. Now this miner I have does not have an SD card. There's a slot there for it, I can weld one on, but it does not have it there. So I just hit the download one there for that. Because I've already got it, I don't need to redo it. I'll show you where to put it. Now again on this one here, if you look and see up to 19.1 terahash per second, which is really good. And you go back to your system and click on upgrade. Now it goes back to the Bitmain technologies, and on your flash new firmware, make sure you back up first. It is very important you back up first in case this errors while it uploads, because you can damage the miner, and although you can just hit the reset button on the miner, it may not work. So make sure that you either reset to defaults first, then make a backup, then upload it. So you can choose a file, and I believe it is in my other folder. Recently rebooted my Mac, so that will be why this is a little bit new downloads. There we are. Maybe on desktop. There we go. I have deleted it by mistake, so silliness. I will re-download it to show you where to get it from, but we'll download that. We'll just for this one put it to desktop. And as it's downloaded, it's there. Click on our AntMiner, and then you would flash image. Nope, sorry. Choose file, desktop. We've got our new. Well, there you don't need to unzip it or anything. Do it there. It will instantly flash for you. Now I'm not going to do so because I already just have done it, as it's currently running and mining for me just now. So if this video was helpful, my advice would be, if you see an AntMiner on eBay for £500 or £549 for this case, I had to buy the power supply separately, but I bought a power supply that can do more than just the AntMiner S9, so there is more power pins on there, so I can run a bigger miner if I wanted to. Don't be scared of those prices, because if it doesn't work, you can strip them down and sell them different parts. Everybody else is doing so. There is cheaper ones, I can guarantee you, cheaper ones there. It says refurbished with a 1600 watt power supply. Again, this can do 19 terahash with a bigger supply, so keep that in mind as well. So my advice would be to keep it here. So in this description of this one, it was broken. So definitely have a look at what you can do. Again, over a day and a half, £2.26. So if anybody's watching from America, £2.78 or $2.78. So well worth buying it, as it is working flawlessly flat out. My garage that was once cold is now nice and warm, I have to admit. So please, again, if you are new here, please give a like and subscribe, and it helps support my channel. I'm still new to YouTube, but thanks again for tuning in, and all the best and happy mining. Thanks again.